So I wanted to grab a video of what my sort of computer is while I'm at home. I'm home for Mother's Day weekend, and this is the yeah, it's got a few little goofy problems. Thinks there's a fan error, but there's not. It's still running. So yeah, this is a goofy little computer. This is the one I actually used to use for a while. If you looked at some of my old, like really old Polaroid videos, you looked down here where that typewriter case is, this used to be down there, and this was my primary computer for a while. This was actually my family's like big sort of media center computer for probably 2001, for a few more years after that until like 2006. So it's got everybody in the family, and there's me, and I'll just go ahead and log in. It's a pretty by today's standards, of course, it's a pretty crappy little computer. Of course, it's a AMD machine. It's an Athlon, I think 3000. I'm not sure. I'm not terribly familiar with AMD specs and how those computers are set up. My dad built this way back in the 2000s, and it's kind of in the time it was sort of like a good sort of general use computer. I've tried to install a few things. I'm going to try to get Microsoft Security Essentials. I just installed it, so it hasn't run a scan yet. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. A big old those old PATA IDE cables, really nasty, cluttering up everything. Sort of hard to make that look nice. This drive is loud as hell. Listen to it. It's pretty horrible. There's an old GeForce graphics card right there. It's sort of not screwed in properly. I don't know why that happened. This computer's a right mess, to be perfectly honest. Let's take a look at the back. I don't know how much of this you'll be able to see, but yeah, it's got both PS2, big ol' parallel port, and serial there on the left, and oh, in fact, optical audio. Check that out. I didn't even know that. And then apparently, like component out, video out, USB 2. It's a nice USB 2. This was when USB 2 was sort of a new thing, and then a few 3D sound options, which is pretty cool. It's an old ASUS motherboard. You can see on the chipset heatsink right there. ASUS. This is an old, I don't actually know what that fan is, but yeah, as I said, an old GeForce graphics card. I think it's probably like an MK400, something like that. I won't be able to check. But yeah, all kinds of cool stuff in this thing. Old, like a USB 2 expander. Sorry, the camera work's not too good. I don't know what that other ribbon is. What is that? Maybe another serial? Oh, there's something. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, VGA only graphics card. Lovely. Yeah, you know, right? Like a digital signal through an analog pipe to another digital monitor. Good stuff. It's got one single 1.44 megabyte floppy drive. Both of these optical drives work for some reason. Not exactly sure why there are two on here. Maybe at one point I was putting a lot of CDs on there and I was like, hey, this thing has a lot of Molex cables branching off of it, and I've got enough. Uh-oh. Couldn't start Security Essentials service. Yeah, that computer's sort of, I think the hard drive is probably just slowly killing itself. It doesn't sound very good, and it probably wants an update, to be perfectly honest. Not the hard drive, with the software. But yeah, it's kind of a cool little computer. A little beeper down there. So yeah, this is what I used for most of, for actually a lot of my YouTube channel, like history. This is what I used, and I'm surprised it lasted this long. Honestly, there's a kind of a what's going on with this thing? Come on. Yeah, let's let's do this real quick. Oh no, it's just Control Delete and XP. Oh, maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. So there's our CPUs, one big old core, none of that multi-core nonsense. Yeah, old AMD, I'm not sure how I can review the history, standby, no. I'm not sure how I can show you what the, unless I went to like Device Manager or something like that. It's been so long since I've used XP. Control panel. It's a goofy old computer, and it gets really hot too. The entire room is pretty warm. There's all this crap that's running, this print screen, but Adobe Q. I should just take COS off there and never use this computer anymore. May as well just remove everything that's unnecessary. So essentially I was just going to use this for typing up an essay that's due on Sunday evening. Of course, can't do without a Model M if you're going to be doing some typing. Sorry, it's so grainy. Let's try. That's a little bit better. But yeah, I'm going to be using that to type some stuff up. What was I going to do? Something. But yeah, that's my family's old media center computer. Sort of. It's got that hard drive. I think is 130 gigs. As I said, very, very noisy, and I have yet to run any sort of check disk on it. I'm pretty sure that there's some errors all over that thing, but yeah, kind of slick. I wish I could give you more information on the CPU. That's what I was gonna do. I wonder if I can device manager. I don't remember how this thing works. See category view. Appearance, sound, no. Performance and maintenance, possibly. Hardware. No, I don't want printers, I want everything. Probably here, maybe? Oh, that's troubleshooter, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, the old XP, like, categorized menus were freaking garbage. But, yeah, so that's the old media center computer. Thought you old computer people might find that kind of interesting. What's the power supply rated for? 410 watt max. Yeah. So, pretty cool. Cool stuff. Alright, thanks for watching.